Welcome to In Her Voice, a podcast created for women who listen to and live by their deepest wisdom, their inner voice. This was made for you, the woman who feels pulled to more, to lead, to create, to dream, and to be a world changer. My name is Kelly Covert, and I am an inner voice coach. Join me here each week as we explore what it means to reach for your inspired potential, all while honoring your worthiness each and every day. Hello, this is Kelly, and you are listening to In Her Voice. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. The past few solo episodes I've been talking about worthiness, what worthiness means, and why worthiness matters. And today I want to share with you a practice that allows you to own your worthiness, no matter how many mistakes you make, no matter how many times you fail, no matter how many times you say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing. And that is the practice of grace. Grace is one of my all-time favorite words because God knows I need it. And as a recovering perfectionist, grace has been something that has changed my life. Because what grace is, it's allowing for imperfection. Grace is the allowance of imperfection. And not only the allowance, but the expectation of it. You know what? I am not perfect. I will fail. I will change my mind at inopportune times. I will say the wrong thing. I will hurt people's feelings sometimes. I will mess up. And grace allows that. What grace does, the practice of grace, is it helps me to understand that despite all of my imperfections, despite all of my mistakes and all my failings, I'm still worthy. And when we truly start to understand grace and we give grace to ourselves, also it can revolutionize our relationships. Because when I'm willing to give grace to myself, I am also more willing to give grace to other people. And that was something that I didn't realize when I used to be really, really hard on myself. Because honestly, I was so hard on myself that being hard on other people seemed like going easy on them. That's how hard I was on myself. And I'm pretty sure that there are some of you out there who understand this feeling deeply and personally. Maybe you're an Enneagram 1 like me, but I think that as humans, our tendency is to be very critical of ourselves in particular. And when I started saying to myself, Kelly, let's practice grace. Let's give yourself grace for not being perfect. Which, even as I say it here, it sounds ridiculous. Like, doesn't it just sound ridiculous? But yet that is often what our expectation is, that we're never allowed to make mistakes. And, when we give ourselves grace, that is what truly allows us to tap into the powerness. I can't even speak today. See, there's a mistake. I'm going to leave it in because I give myself grace. When we practice grace, it allows us to tap into the power of our worthiness. Because without grace, every mistake is like a notch off of us. Every failure is goes on our record, right? I can just imagine this imaginary sheet of scroll of paper with all of my mistakes on it. And oh my God, it would be so long. And, what if grace was just like a big eraser? And it said, it doesn't count against you. And, not that I want to erase my mistakes, not that I want to erase my failures, because in my mistakes and in my failures are also where I've learned the most about who I am and who I want to be and how I want to show up in this world. So would I erase them? No. I need those mistakes. I need those failures because that's why I am who I am today. But what if no one's keeping track? What if there's not a tally? And, if you have enough tally marks on the good side, then you're worthy. But if you have too many on the bad side, you're not. What if that wasn't true? I'm going to tell you a little secret. It's not true. There's no tally. Grace is abundant and it is overflowing for each and every one of us. And it's a choice. We can set the intention to treat ourselves with grace and to practice grace, and it will change your life when you do that. And then when you start extending that grace to that jerk who cut you off in traffic, and to your kid who, again, took food into their room and left it there for 4 weeks. And, when you start to extend that grace to the people in your life that you love, and even the people in your life that maybe you don't love, you know what you will find? You will find joy. You will find a deep sense of compassion. And I can tell you from experience that joy and compassion feel a whole lot better than anger and resentment. And grace can help us get there. So I will encourage all of you to treat yourself with grace, to practice grace over and over and over again, because as you practice grace, your sense of worthiness grows. And as your sense of worthiness grows, you step into your true power and you change the world. You are worthy.